to talk about the foreclosure crisis of 2008 and its consequences in the housing market. We could make the argument that the housing crisis began in 1938 with FDR and his New Deal. His New Deal came with many reforms, the most important of which was an amendment to the Federal Housing Act, which gave rise to Fannie Mae. Now, Fannie Mae is only half the problem. The other half is Freddie Mac, a brother program created during the Nixon administration. Now, fast forward to the early 2000s. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are the two largest home/loan enterprises, and they're passing out loans like hotcakes. So naturally, people were buying houses that they truly could not afford. Then, the unthinkable happens. September 29, 2008, the stock market crash happens. Banks shut down, which resulted in bailouts by national governments, and Fannie and Freddie's stock plummeted. Now, to give you an idea of what this did, Freddie and Fannie gave out something called an adjustable rate mortgage, which rise and fall with the state of the economy. So when the economy shuts down, people had to pay more than they could really actually afford. People had to pay too much, and they had nowhere to go, so their houses were eventually owned by the bank.
Well, I couldn't pay anymore my mortgage, and so then after I wanted to do a foreclosure. I decided to go in foreclosure and just to give up my house. My mortgage was at a fixed rate for, I think it was 18 months. So I was aware of what I was paying, but I thought it would be for the 30 years. And suddenly, after the 18 months, I received my statement for my mortgage payment, and the amount went from 1,100 to 1,600. And so I called the bank, and they told me that I had an adjustable rate, which is fluctuating each month depending on the market.
With these new adjustable rates, people moved out quickly and the banks owned all the houses. If they were found to be a worthwhile project, they would be refurbished. Most of them turned into dilapidated old buildings that no one would go near again. But not everything in this process was bad. The crisis did actually create a lot of jobs.
Hi, my name is Paula Actor. I buy foreclosed properties and fix them up, and I'd love to keep one, but I sell them. But I'm not just a flipper, I'm a restoration expert. I restore like 100-year-old homes and make them like beautiful again. So banks quit lending to people. That's the stupid part. The best part was when they were lending to people. Everybody thinks that was really terrible. The only thing that was terrible is that they sold the loans. When they sold the loans, they stopped caring about who they were lending to. But now they don't lend to anybody. They're not lending to anybody. So there's hardly any houses moving. People are living in apartments. They're living stacked on top of each other. It's not a foreclosure crisis anymore. It's a housing crisis.
And she's right. Banks aren't looking after their borrowers. But not all hope is lost. Where we the people can change how the economy runs and works. And by supporting local senators who would like to eliminate Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac altogether and replace them with a better and more efficient model of loans and mortgage ratings.